Alright, so here we are doing some testing to eventually start streaming some games. I got a few plans for that. No guarantee of them being fantastic games, but hopefully you'll find them a bit interesting. Alright. So, since this is a test, I'm just going to run around and go to those little bandit camps and do a little killing. This is obviously Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Very enjoyable game, though I do not recommend buying it at full price. The game is somewhat short, and the DLCs, there aren't a lot of them. But if you can get it discounted, it's definitely worth it. I think I got everything for it for, I don't know, one of the Steam sales around $20 or so. And I feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of it. Yeah, so I've been looking for a higher leveled Holy Spellmaid. And it only showed up once and I didn't have enough money. It was highly depressing. So what I have for a character is, the main class is the Clawbringer. The main action skill I'm using is the Storm Dragon's Judgment because, let's be honest, throwing a hammer's fun. So there's what I've picked for skills. And myth rank. Currently at 101. I'm slowly getting up there, I guess. I do have chaos level 25, but that ends up murdering me, so I am running around at chaos level 20. And here is my loadout. I like the Stoker rifles. Especially these models seem to be really good. Not a lot of climb. They stay accurate. Of course, you got a frost weapon for the undead. Clawbringer, so I tend to lean towards a lot of fire, though this one is dark energy for health regen. Always got to have a shotgun. And decent submachine gun, though I've still been looking around for a better one. This is like the best melee weapon I've come across. When you do a melee attack, it shoots off these 3 little lightning wyverns that help restore your ward. And then melee attacks restore health. So it's a fun little weapon. Then I've got poison weapon for armored, shock weapon for shields. Ended up with a lot of SMGs for some reason. Pistol, this might have been from a mimic, I don't quite remember, but never known you need a pistol. And another pistol. And I've got some spells, a few other odds and ends. So these are my rings. Big on the companions. Yeah, I lucked out and actually got a armor that has both Clawbringer and Spore Warden. A lot of grinding. Excellent ward given to me by my friend Adam. Then more Clawbringer. And then the Inspiring Reviver. So far it's been a pretty good spell. So, there's my loadout. And we're gonna go get some money. Because upgrades are not cheap. And this is a test run, so this is probably just gonna hit a couple. And hopefully I won't embarrass myself too badly. One thing I do like about Wonderlands is the overworld map. It is very reminiscent of like a slightly crazy and hectic D&D map. I'm an avid tabletop gamer, as most of you realize. Alright, so here we are, Bandit Camp number 1, in the Notion. So this does have a very D&D feel to it. What do we got?
We meet at last. Who are you again?
Jump and slam.
Nicely done.
Alright. I am using a game controller because I am wretched at a mouse and keyboard. Alright.
Thunder's crash and lightning's flash. A felling blow.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's the melee with the sword doing ranged. Somebody up here? Alright, encounter clear. And you'll notice, the equipped weapon does regenerate ammo, though it does take it from your
Ready to cast.
stores. It's not like Borderlands 1 where Roland has a class mod that like team ammo regen, or as you get from like Salvador, also has a mod that does that. Yeah, most of this. Ooh, that's not a terrible looking spell. I'm not a huge fan of the self-cast spells, at least for this character. The Berserker, on the other hand, is more of a get right in the middle of things. So you can punch these, get some money, and then if you go to the chests, you can open them. There's usually money and occasionally a mimic. Mimics being mimics tend to drop a lot of loot. And you notice I am trying to use cover. There.
You have learned well, my apprentice. Let the magic begin. Blood must be.
Yeah, talking about cover, and here I am running around in the middle of the open area. Alright. Smack barrel. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so, I mean, these are not exceptionally difficult. But for some reason, when I do it on Chaos Level 25, I just get murdered to death. Not terrible. Hey, we got a legendary. Alright. Wayfarer's Deathless Mantle of the Fraying Knot. Spore Warden and Blight Collar. I do have a Blight Collar, but I hadn't quite figured out about multi-class. I just want to get a quick pick of that for my social media that is not the YouTube. Alright, that all the loots? Yeah, this is also, you know, mainly grabbing money. Yeah, and this is a character where I've actually defeated the game. Done some Chaos Chamber runs. Haven't really done much of the DLC. Especially the Dreamville Overlook. Because I've been waiting to do that with friends. Because, let's be honest, as fun as Borderlands is, it's definitely a lot more fun when you're playing with other people. Alright, so supposedly this area over by the beginning area, the valley whose name I can't remember at the moment. It'll prompt up here. Yep, okay, the Mellow Steps, the Snoring Valley. These 5 chests supposedly have a higher chance of mimic encounters. So if you're collecting money and you need loot, something to keep in mind. And if you go up to the left here, you've got 2 more little bandit camps. And I've noticed some of the chests up here, the mimics that spawn glitch out and the game will freeze. So, mileage may vary. But I'm not sure if that happens to everybody or just me. Hard to say. And usually humans in these areas.
You're quite a little killer, aren't you? You have been judged and found wanting.
Yeah, try not to... One thing I noticed with people doing mouse and keyboard is... Where'd he go? Get over here so I can shoot you. Gotta work. What's up, Shroomsy?
Come on, crits!
Yeah, it is interesting if you catch... You notice that there'll be like a whole bunch of angry red dots gunning for you. And then they magically all disappear. Alright, quick sweep for loot. And hopefully this is actually recording. Like I said, this is test. I'm still trying to figure out the software. Oh man, that really got some height. Dark magic spell shot. I do have a spell shot that I'll need that eventually. Let's see. Oh, up here. For the last camp. Yeah, so you could also punch the chests, and then that won't do a mimic spawn. Yeah, it's usually like this one or this one will spawn a mimic that kind of breaks the game. Might as well punch this. Hit the bandit camp.
Well, that's you, isn't it?
Go, nice little shotgun blast. Got someone up here.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, blow somebody up so bad they drop loot. Alright, what do we got? Oop, I think we... Yeah, fart on him, Shroomsy. Yeah, alright, got a purple loot drop. Yeah, so the Blight Caller was a DLC class, and that seems to be a good secondary class for everything. So far, the only real high level one I've gotten is this one, though I made a Berserker and then multi-classed into Stabomancer, mainly for the crits, and plus I hadn't played a Stabomancer. So here we are going to return to Brighthoof, and yeah, I could fast travel, but nothing wrong with the scenic route. Okay, so gonna enter Brighthoof. Alright, we're gonna quit the game. Go back to the software.